Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Pro Charts video. My name is Jake Sweeney, Pro Trader here at Verified Investing. And first off, before we even dive into for today's video, I just want to give a huge thank you to you guys, my community so far that I've been building over the past couple months, just getting into our first year of trading live. But my last video that I did, guys, got the most views I've ever got so far. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching these. My objective of these videos is to give you guys key support and resistance levels where I study, because I study technical analysis and charts all day, every day. I'm trying to give you guys some alpha of where I think these stocks, where price is going to bounce in favor or in favor of the buyer or seller, and then also developing patterns or breakouts that soon to become, and collectively do that and just continue to help each other to make money in the stock market. That's the overall plan. So anyways, guys, got a good one for you today. Let's dive into it. We're going to be covering some stocks today. First one we got going on is Target. Another great run up since their earnings. They're now up. Since their earnings, they're up 12%, another 3% today. But overall, what I have on Target is I had this long-term parallel channel that Target was trading in. And then with this push here, with the catalyst coming up, price was starting to push above the midline of this trend line, which do act as support. And as you see, price got a bounce here and then sharply moved into the upper boundary of this parallel channel and hit it a few consecutive times and broke through. And now we're continuously pushing up. And now we got to find resistance levels where price is going to test, as right now you can't see any resistance here. So we got to go back a few days, a few weeks into 2024 to see where I have some more resistance levels. So for Target right now, it's at 170.44. Let's zoom in a touch more. All right, so right here, 170.47. So first, there's this pivot top shelf here at 177.40. Should find some resistance here. I would kind of use this level as maybe a day scalp, and then that's also lining up with a Fibonacci 1.5 retrace at 176.21. So $1 range for a day trade here is where I would short Target. On a swing basis, I'm looking for, let's zoom out so you could see this. This pivot top shelf here, price got down with this above structure, and then buyer stepped in before this level could get tested and then pushed above. From here, price gapped down hugely, and then as price tried to revamp it, as you see here, let's zoom in. All these wicks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming up into this level and then getting shut down. So on a swing basis level, this 181.17 should be major resistance for Target to the upside. So kind of two levels of attack of how you want to play that short there. So currently having a nice day. So far, I want you to test, kind of see this candle body right here. Moving over here also kind of lines up with these top of these candle bodies and then the top of this parallel channel. If price should come down, as it should, that's healthy for these stocks. When it comes back down to test this, look for support here as a bounce. So treat this as a trend line. So price could, kind of lose some steam, some momentum, cool down, and then get a bounce off this upper parallel channel. That would happen around 162, 163, kind of depending on as this is dynamic going up. But all right, that was Target. Next play looking at is Tempus AI. Another great run just since recent lows of late July. In August, we are up 70, 80% on Tempus AI. So a great run, but currently down 6% today. As we see, having the sharp move up, gapping up, and then having a 3-day surge up. Price buyers today were they couldn't hold the steam, so they came down about 6%. Where I'm looking for support is this wide range red bar candle at 61.88, and also as you see here, price bounced off this level just on last Thursday. So look for this level as near-term support, and then also I have this rising support trend line from this pivot low, getting plenty of hits. And should this come into play, if this support trend line breaks, look for this support trend line anywhere from $56 to $60 to the upside for support for Tempus AI. For resistance, right now, today, price got shut down by this pivot. What I'm looking for tomorrow, this $74.83 pivot could be a nice fade level for a day trade. Should price push up a little sharply from this level, that could be a 9-10% move to the upside, so definitely extended. On a swing basis, I'm looking for this wide range red bar candle here at 80.40, and then this gap fill at 82.23. This would be my fade zone on a long-term basis for Tempus AI as it continues to grind. All right. GEV. Now this is more of a longer term play, but what's noticed to me is on this trend line now has gotten hit 5 times. So after these trend lines get after they act as support, there's only so many more hits that this trend line will give a bounce to the upside and will break to the downside. So right away, we have 5 now hits on this trend line. So, and the hits are getting more frequent. Just today, we're bouncing pretty cleanly off it. Nice recovery to see for GE Vernova, the energy beast. But what curious to see is what I'm going to be watching end of day is if price can reclaim this 948 level. If we go to the 1 minute, as we see here, just at the open, price was above this level and now has since faded. And if we turn on view app, price is still staying above this, which is a good sign for GEV. But I'd be curious to see if this 948 level, if it gets, if we have a daily close below this level, then support wise, I'm looking for this top here, 894, 894.93, a horizontal support level, and then also the nice swing trend line here from this pivot top of July 31st, August 1st, 2025. Going through this price action here, this is a less steep trend line, more long term. But if price got down, kind of with there's pivot top correlating around 840, 850, right in this area, should price flush down from this trend line here, this is where I will be waiting, kind of in that zone. Sorry, that's not the tool that I wanted to do. Let's try that again. Yeah. And this zone where this pivot consolidation shelf is, and then with this rising long-term support trend line, this is where I would scoop some up to go long GEV. All right, enough with that. We're looking at Costco next. I am honestly checking out a day trade. Honestly, if price continues pushing up to this 978 pivot top and also lining with the 382 Fibonacci at 979.52, this $1 tight zone is where I would fade Costco. So I will be watching that later today. Also, if you didn't know, I do trade live every day in the Apex live day trading room. We do have some links down below, and I just want to know if you like to see me trade more action and live and see how I would maneuver through trades like this. Check that trade room out. Be awesome to have you there and to have some more fans there. But going back to Costco, I do have this downsloping trend line now here. So we talked about this could be a fade level here, but this downsloping trend line that has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 hits now. Should price push up past this, I love this trend line as kind of backup resistance, and just at 981, if that would happen today, would be another test. Price right here could not get high enough to challenge this again. So that's 4 clean hits, so respectful. To the downside, I'm looking for the support trend line from the slow pivot from July 10th, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits as well. So kind of now developing a wedge pattern here on Costco as we're getting tighter consolidation price action. Still, a few days out or weeks from executing on a coil base for a wedge, but just noticing the trend lines converging. All right, a couple more guys. We're looking at Take Two. This is the beast company that makes the long-awaited GT6 arrival. And since the pre-order high, we've been starting to grind down and still selling off the past 2 days, as there was some news that there was some leak with the gaming footage and Grand Theft Auto negated it and whatever. Still selling off. So it kind of flat today, kind of printing a doji candle, which is kind of like a standoff between sellers up here and buyers down here. It's kind of an indecisive moment. So curious to see on that. But I'm looking at this downsloping trend line that now has got 6 to 7 hits repeatedly right in this action. So curious to see if this would and should break to the upside. If it does, it's going to have to get past this pivot top here at 246.25. And could be a level to fade to the downside. And here we have this upsloping trend line, just 2 hits. So look for this level. Actually, no, I don't like that. Excuse me. Yeah, when I have a valid trend line, I like 3 hits. So yeah, that was my mistake on that one. Support wise, I'm still looking at this 227.02 for support for take 2, TTWO. JP Morgan has been the whole financial sector has been killing it, and JP Morgan is not just lagging a bit behind. It did have its sharper moves earlier this month, but I'm looking at a potential fade setup. Should it push up to this kind of zone here, this 366? So I like this is it's the top of these 2 pivots here, which would be double top after a healthy pullback. So on a sharp move up into this level, this could be a nice fade. And then you also, this kind of a day trade if volatility picked up in JP Morgan, and then also on a swing basis, if price tried to reclaim this parallel channel and could test the lower boundary of this also with this upsloping trend line here from this April 21st pivot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So these 2 areas right here from 368 to 371, these 2 levels here could be a tight zone to fade at JP Morgan. To the downside, Thursday and Friday, price got a nice bounce off this 351.24 pivot. If this does fail to the downside, this nice wide range red bar candle left a unfilled gap, which should offer some major support here at 344, also lining up with this pivot top here at 343. So some good support there for JP Morgan. All right, guys, the last one I got for you guys today in the books, looking at MSTR, having a great run off Bitcoin's push up. And as their holdings are mainly Bitcoin, they're seeing a nice push up in their stock today, above another 5% since Friday's closed. So where does this move get shut down? Well, I'm looking at just the technicals of the chart, and there's this pivot low at 139.36. A lot of trading on this level right here. Price gap down below this level, and on these 1-2 pushes up, could not reclaim. So this polarity has flipped on MSTR, and 139.36 is now resistance. If this level can get blown by on some great Bitcoin news, look at this 149.78. Large gap fill right here, also coinciding with this pivot low here and the $150 psychological level. To the downside, we'll finish off with some support. Look for this low trend line, support trend line, upsloping for support. Price now has gotten bounced off it just fine. And with today's action here, it gapped up and did not test this trend line and continued up. Not today, I meant. But if price loses steam and comes down, look for some support anywhere from $100 to 104 for MSTR. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for spending your day with me and checking out some good content with my videos. Let me know if you want to see anything next or anything that has really helped you. I would like to know out there. And also, if you've watched the past 5 videos, give me a nice star comment below. I want to see kind of who my long-term fans are. All right, guys, that is enough for today. Thank you guys again, and have a great day. See you guys next time.